Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacoby Brissett and the Los Angeles Chargers taking on Justin Fields and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. today. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now Brissett. On the screen, this is Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Off play action, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throwing on third down, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Play fake, Brissett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Brissett. Allen's got it complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Brissett. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Eight yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Fields throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A shotgun snap, Fields. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty. Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. To try again after the sack. Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big... Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Brissett. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Steelers. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Fields throwing again. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The Steelers at 3-9 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Fields. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken from just outside the 30. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Brissett on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Brissett. That's caught right side by Palmer. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll throw again. Brissett. Caught left side. Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. To throw, Brissett. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Fields. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On second and very short, Brissett. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's got this to Pickens. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep on coming.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. Joe Burrow, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Next, we head out to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Geno Smith throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And things didn't work out for him as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Ryan Tannehill, terrific in the victory as his guys get to 10 wins and run their mark to 10-3. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish, Fields hit and the ball is loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second down, this is Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields out to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Eckler now between the tackles, and that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. Brissett sets to throw it. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Brissett. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Play action now. Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Here's Fields. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. A 1st down throw for Brissett. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Up the middle with Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Brissett now. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Brissett. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got it. Touchdown. Gerald Everett from 8 yards out, and the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. The point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, you're actually in a playoff push right now.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The handoff, it's Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On the give, this is Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands of Pickens. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Counting down toward a minute to go. In this football game.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
All eyes on Fields. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. That's going to be caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Norwood. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Over the middle, complete. It's Bush. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Fields. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And this is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Down inside the 10, and he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for Pittsburgh, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
You